_S just subscribed. K Motos B spin 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 K Motos B spin.
Hello, hello. Hello, Connie. Hello, Komoto. Hello, all you lurkers. I'm gonna do that sip real quick because Connie had asked me to hydrate. Crisp. Thank you for the sub, Komoto. You really didn't have to do it, but still thank you. Yes, I'm gonna be doing the duck for the Ace Attorneys because I thought that it would be funny, and I haven't actually used the duck PNG that Connie had ever so graciously made for me. Check out Connie Miko on Twitter and other socials. Twitter and Twitch for duck commissions. They're currently doing duck commissions. Plug. Alrighty. But yes, I'm not doing too bad. I had to go to a work meeting and also do some work, which I always hate these meetings, but oh well. Gonna have to go in early again tomorrow and get the rest of my shit finished, but oh well. But it should be a decent time. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. I know that the weather isn't the best right now, but oh well. I'm really hoping that the weather here will actually permit me to stream. That's why I haven't been able to stream recently. Because if it's raining or if it's too cold, then my internet won't be as good. So sadly I have not been able to do any of streams, but I am back. I don't know for how long, probably just a couple hours today. But I still want to get back to streaming. We will continue Dark Side, I promise. It is currently my favorite game to stream, favorite game to play. We will also be getting back to some Stardew. But for right now, I wanted to test out Ace Attorney. Oh my god, Connie. That's fair though. I can understand the guilt. But to help distract you, I am going to be starting. It helps if I actually pull up the game. Okay, it's actually catching. Thank God. I stupidly did not do, like, any prep work before I started streaming. So, you know, the normal. I have played all of the, well, almost all of the first game. I was on the last case in the first game, and then I lost the game cartridge. But I basically know what was going on. But it's been a good while since I've done anything Ace Attorney. I'm more like a background fan, if that makes any sense. But the Ace Attorney series is one that I've enjoyed for years. I want to say like a little over a decade. And because of fucking Komodo buying me the fucking Ace Attorney games, I'm gonna be streaming them. So shout out to Komodo. Fuck you. Honestly, that's valid, Connie. And with your tweet earlier, I thought that you were actually getting like the hedgehog, not the fast food. Komodo. But I have not done anything with any of the actual games. The only stuff that I have done is just turn down the volume so that I would not be absolutely dying. But without further ado, episode 1, the first turnabout. Gasp, gasp. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 2. Connie, that's completely fair. Boy, am I nervous. Right. Oh, hiya, Chief. Whew, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Oh, how is the volume, by the way? Because I can need be turn things up, turn things down. I'll probably have the sound effects at 1 still. But does everything sound all right? I wanted to make sure that, yeah, I would be able to hear a little bit of the background music and I wouldn't be drowned out. Sounds good for now? Okay. We'll see if anything changes and I can adjust as needed. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah, Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished? I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Aw, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Actually, no, it's Hart. My name is Hart. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Boots. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the boots. Actually, I think it might be butts, but I'll say boots. In the 23 years that I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. but I know better than anyone. He's a good guy at heart. That, and I own one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. And also, I do apologize if there is any sort of lag. I'm gonna... I honestly don't know, but I'm certainly gonna try and find out something to do. But luckily with this game, there isn't too much need for a lot of keeping up. Just a visual novel sort of thing. But we'll see how it goes. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Boots. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm, a little nervous. Your conduct during the trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. I'm the judge. I can misspeak. Yes, Your Honor. Handshaking. Eyesight. Fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. Damn. I feel so dumb. Wait, okay, so the defense is, oh god. Okay, I think that the defense would be, me. So it's probably, okay, yeah, no, I'm absolutely dumb. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Boots, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Okay, Cindy. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death. August 31st. 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death. Loss of blood due to blunt trauma. Boots. Cindy Stone. Age 22. Victim in this case, a model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Okay. It's... Wait. Uh-oh. No. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in... Oh, the tutorial for looking at the court record. Just press tab to check at any time, okay? Don't ask me what tab is. I'm a registered lawyer. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Oh my god, Day. Hello, hello. Go to sleep. It's fine. We're probably only going to be doing a short stream today anyways. Because of the fact that it was raining earlier today. And it's going to be raining here in a few hours. So, my internet is awful. But yes, it's fine. It's fine. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what the object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue of the Thinker, it's rather heavy. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently. Don't ask what tab is. I'm a lawyer, dammit. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Mr. Buns, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Oh my god, Dave, go to sleep. Didn't they all die? Wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Buns, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies. All of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Victim apparently arrived home from Paris on August 30th, day before the murder. Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. Daddies? Sugar? Yes. Oh, wow. Ooh, look at that sexy, sexy bot. It sure would be a shame. Anyways, as we were saying, yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to the case. Oh. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment the day of the murder, did you not? Oh? Well, did you or did you not? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What do I do? I'd honestly say for him to answer honestly. Because, like, there's no point in lying in court. I know. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So, like, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body, just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. I love how the entire jury looks the exact same. Order! Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Savit to the stand. Mr. Sowett, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sowett, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness account. I was going door to door. Oh, fuck. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remembered the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sowett used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Blackout record, added to the court record, electricity, noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor. Alright, Wright. This is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove that he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point out contradictions in the testimony. Okay. Witness's account. Okay. Going door to door, selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the apartment. Must have been in a hurry, because he left the door half up behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Quite in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Thank you for the lurk, Derry. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park, found a public phone. Remember the time exactly? It was 1 p.m. No. Objection! You found the body at 1 p.m. You sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes that the time of death was sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. Oh, that is trivial. My witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Side, why were you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There's a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. There was a blackout. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. There was a blackout. I see. You heard a voice saying that the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. Time of the discovery, cross-examination. See, when you found the body, I heard the time. There's a voice saying the time is probably coming from the television. Oh, yeah? Oh, E. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. I like that his hair jumped. Gah. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sawit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer must have used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Didn't you say you didn't go in the apartment, though? You saw the clock? I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Hearing time. Yeah, the time I saw it. Statue. I mean, it's just a statue. I don't think it's a clock, though. Because it might be a clock? I don't know. It looks like a clock, but it just says a statue, not a clock, so... Write that one. Objection! This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations. Rude. I don't think that won any points with the judge. The time I saw it. Oh, okay. I need to do the table clock. Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Thank you, Lurk. What? You with your objections! And your evidence? Just who do you think you are? Well, I'm the protagonist. Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yeah, because he said you have to tilt it. That means he would have had to go into the fucking apartment. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection! What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard, no, I mean, I saw, and... Toupee! Attack! Shut up, shut up, shut up. I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Burn! Give him death. Order. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright. Your Honor. You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. Better think it through carefully. You know, let's just give him my fucking, badge. You know, just see how it goes. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock, now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25? That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely, the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try and talk your way out of this one. Ha! Ha ha! You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. That's right. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright? It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. I lose my toupee. I lose my patience. I only have 4 strands of hair on the top of my head. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. Ugh, I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody could prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yeah, because she just got back from fucking Paris. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pulled this one off. Let's see this evidence which proves that the clock was running slow. Just got back from fucking Paris. Take that! The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead was in her struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh, fucking wrecked. Oh my god, he got rabies. Oh, order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, there's only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Boots, not guilty. Fuck yeah. His hair looks like a fucking spork. It's so pointy. And with that, this court is adjourned. Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching the place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd. Wait. Was it July the entire— oh my god, the case was in July. Whoops! I don't know my months. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait. No, I mean, bad. Bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was no, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. I'm a lesbian. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Where's my date? Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. I stole it. A present? From me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that— Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? I didn't know you were smart enough. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. A paperweight. At the bottom of my trash can. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that just want to make you cry? Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about it? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I mean, wouldn't it just be the fact that... Oh, fuck. The fact that she, like, carried the statue with her to Paris. Take that! In the middle of the fucking lobby. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive that you weren't some chump to her. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever. She probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah. Part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Oh my god, fucking saying over drinks spawned Connie for me to hydrate. Okay.